This is Droptimus, and I'm going to be casting a clan war today between AlphaX and cloudM. This is Droptimus, and I'm
Oh, hold on a second. Hear myself. Sorry about that. Yep, Sniper. I think this is our third event today. How you doing, man? Hope you've been enjoying all of the content. Okie dokie. Let's do this. Let me just send out a tweet real quick. If you guys have Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I'm at AlpX Droptimus. AlpX Droptimus. Just like my Twitch name. Ah, nice. All right. Oh, I didn't know Rushy was streaming. Cool, cool. All right, spawning in the top right-hand corner, the green Protoss from cloudM. His name is NJW Boom. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg from AlphaX. His name is Kaiser. A really fast pull coming out of Kaiser. Starting things off with some cheese. Oh, Sniper, thank you for the host. Alright, so the really fast pull does get scouted by Boom. And
your probes are under attack.
He's responding with a double gate at the wall. Wings are out. Pylon to block the hatchery, but it's going to go down immediately because of these lings, and I think he's just going to drop that hatch now. He should have a good wall off by the time those lings get here, since he did scout it so early. And building some drones back home, so he's not going to be following this up with a ling all in or anything. And besides, he doesn't even have gas for speed. So just looks like he'll be able to poke at the front here a little bit, but that's pretty much it. Alright, and he does hold. First couple lings out since his first attack are starting to pop. He's been trying to drone up. Oh, some adepts coming to the main. They will be starting to take damage though. Looks like he's going to shade into the natural, but there is a queen there and a couple lings in position. Loses one of the adepts. Oh, actually both are going to go down. So overall, not getting too much done there. I think he maybe killed one drone, and that's it. Pretty good hold there for Kaiser. Back home, he is droning, and it looks like he's just going to poke at the front here, see what he can see here with these lings. And back at home for Boom, he's going up to a Robo. He's got his Twilight Council. Going up to 4 gates. Or no, I'm sorry, 3 gates. And a Templar Archives. Roach weren't on the way for Kaiser. Overlord into the main. He scouts the Templar Archives and the Robo, so he knows exactly what's going on. Looks like he's trying to keep this Overlord alive, but eventually it should be able to go down. Alright, he's got his lair up, and he's getting his Hydra done as well. Pretty standard game here so far from both players. Macroing up. Both players look pretty even across the board as far as the numbers go. Boom going to be throwing down his third. Four more gateways being added into the main. Nice harassment here with the Archon, doing a lot of damage to those roaches. Storm is on the way. Couple forges as well. Wants to start chrono boosting some upgrades. I'd say that's a very good idea since it doesn't have any upgrades yet. See, Has Zerg been getting upgrades? Yeah, he has 1-1. He hasn't started 2-2 yet, so he's going to be a little bit behind on that. Good creep spread so far for Kaiser. Pretty much his whole half of the map is covered in that creep. Almost at the halfway point. He's got his army split up here. I think he wants to do a double-pronged attack. Now, Protoss just saw this army up here. He doesn't know that these Hydras are down here. It's completely undefended right now. Just a couple shield batteries. I think Boom is starting to realize what's going on here. This is kind of a risky for the Zerg as well. You really have to commit here because your army could be cut in half just like this if he decides to just go ahead and deal with one side of the army. Not very cost efficient fight for a Kaiser to just fight with half of your army. Big Zealot run by coming into the third as well. But it looks like it's going to get intercepted here. And at the same time, he's going to go for a big attack here at the fourth. And there's absolutely nothing here to defend. Okay, he's getting into position now. Ooh, lots of Hydras though. Needs to be careful. Need a decent storm to buy some time, but you need to get out of there. Okay, he's going to go with the recall. Actually gets out of there with most of his army, so not bad. But look at the supply, 172 to 107. Holy crap, Kaiser is looking really dominant in this game. He's almost maxed out. Looks like... Oh, okay, he's morphing in some lurkers. He's got some units up here, too. Trying to deal with that warp in. Ooh. Alright, sorry about that. Fire alarm was going off, so I had to mute the mic. But anyway, Lurkers got into a very good position over here at the third base. And big attack here at the fourth as well. But he has so many storms, you really got to be careful. Okay, he's kind of committed with these Hydras up here. Needs to micro out of those storms. He's taking the full extent of those storms. But I think he has enough, and he's walking, he's got some lurkers there too, or he did. But yeah, he definitely has enough to take down this fourth base. Oh, beautiful storms though, needs to be careful, needs to move those Hydras. And gets the third as well with those lurkers, so I think this is GG. Alright, so it is an all kill. That means we'll be waiting on cloudM to send out their next player. Oh, DG. Okay, I've seen his stream before. He's a Terran player, I believe. Okay, I'm sorry about that little bit of downtime. Had a little bit of trouble getting their player into the party. But we do have a map pick. It's going to be Cerulean Fall. Okay, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the purple Zerg from AlphaX. Currently up 1 point for his team. His name is Kaiser. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran, new player coming out of Cosmic Cloud Militia. His name is Digi. No fast pool this time. Looks like more of a standard hatch first. Looks like a 2-1-1 coming out of Digi. Probably 5-minute stim timing. One of my favorite builds. Looks funny with the queen jumping out like that. Let me get some music going. I don't hear anything. There we go. Sorry, it's just a little loud. Baneling Nest. to start a wall off. Baneling Nest is going to be very useful against this build. Creep and Banelings are very helpful. Even if the Banelings don't have speed, as long as it's on creep, don't take the Banelings off of creep. Alright, now let me lower the music a little bit more. Sorry about that. Alright, loading up. Oh, and he's got a Widow Mine with him as well. Is he? It looks like he's going straight for the main base. He is going to have some Banelings, but there is no creep on the outside of his base. So this could get a little messy for him. Especially with that Widow Mine there. Needs to be careful not to take too much of a hit from that Widow Mine. Even brought the Reaper with him. Why not? Alright, Banelings come in. And he's just going to lift up and get out of there. And not bad so far. So far, you got 6 drones. You can drop again. He did not lose his units. Be able to kill this queen as well, I believe. Or not. Queens are so fast on creep. Whoa. Ooh, another double drop coming in to join up. Oh, his 1-1 is almost done as well, so he might actually have 1-1 with this push when he joins up with his other 2 medevacs. Oh, that Widow Mine! Oh wow, it actually... That Widow Mine actually retargeted on a different Zergling for some reason. Big drop here at the 3rd with 1 Widow Mine. I think this might be where he GG's because it's starting to get out of hand for him. There's a drop in the main, killing a bunch of drones, and that's it. GG. Very nice out of DG. He ties up the score 1-1, and we will be sending out our next player, which is Lightning, a brand new player to AlphaX. He just joined today. Alright. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran, currently up 1 point for cloudM. His name is Digi. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the orange Protoss, brand new member to AlpX. His name is Lightning. So we have a similar opening to the last game from Terran. He's getting his barracks and then his refinery instead of the refinery first. Big difference between the two builds. When you get the refinery first, it usually means you're going straight into a factory, and when you get the barracks first, that usually means you're getting a second barracks before your factory. Gonna drop his command center in the main base. By the way, guys, let me know if the audio levels are all okay with the game volume versus my voice. I just hate when I go back into a VOD and I see that the game volume is drowning out my casting, or vice versa. Okay, he's actually gone for that straight into that factory, so not the same build we saw last game. Reaper coming into the main. It looks like he is going to get one probe at least. He could get another one here if he focuses it down. Yes, he does. Stalker's going to come in now. He should be able to ward off this Reaper. Oh, he gets a third. Wait, what? Fourth? He got 4 probes. Wow. That is a very successful probe there. I mean, Reaper, sorry. Let's see what kind of tech Lightning's going into. There it is. Twilight Council. And he's also going up to 2 stalkers, or 3 stalkers, I'm sorry. He's going to be sending 2 stalkers across the map. Bunker's already halfway finished. And there's a Widow Mine on the way. So it looks like he'll be prepared for this. I know this stalker pressure is very popular on the ladder right now. What's this? Oh, what am I? I mean, a Marine just scouting around his base, make sure there's no proxies. And a second gateway. No robo just yet. Blink is a little far away from finishing. Looks like he's going to be going into bio. He's getting his second barracks with a tech lab. Oh, nice. He's been able to take care of the Widow Mine without losing anything. Oh, okay. That was a little overzealous, I think. Losing almost all of the health on 2 of his Uh-oh, needs to be careful. I don't know. Stalkers are starting to regain their shields, so he's not going to be able to pick off those 2 stalkers. Third gateway is up and running, and a robo at the natural. Adding a 3rd barracks for Digi. That scouting marine has gone down. Yes, some might even say he's as fast as lightning. Alright, I'm sorry. I had to. Yeah, his 3rd Nexus is just a little late, but I think he just wanted to go for some extra units first. Perhaps he's sensed some aggression coming out of the Terran, but... Okay, Widowmine goes down. It is going to burrow. 2 probes, not terrible. If he gets this medevac out, which he doesn't, I was going to say it definitely would have been worth it, but now, I don't know. Stim and combat shields are going to finish around the same time, so he's going to have this really nice timing. Oh, looks like we could have a potential base trade as the armies do pass each other on the map. Lightning is only on a handful of blink stalkers. He has no idea this army is over here. Oh, he might sense that, hey, something's missing here. I don't see your army anywhere. Nice, he's gonna, target down that reactor on the starport. That's really annoying to lose. Oh, he's gonna blink right into, his army. Oh, that's not good. Loses about, 4 or 5 stalkers, but, gets out with most, I guess, so not terrible. He's got his Ruptors out. Damn Ruptors. Now this is starting to look pretty scary of a push for Protoss players. Stim, combat shields, Widow Mines, medevacs. Gonna need some really good disruptor hits to deal with this. I think he needs some zealots as well, but he doesn't have charge, so I guess that might not be as good. Actually gonna drop straight into the natural, I think. Meanwhile, this other bit of the army is over here. I think he's gonna move it into the 3rd, but for now he's taking getting lots of. Oh my God, that disruptor shot! Holy Jesus! He killed about 6 of his own stalkers, and here comes the army into his 3rd. And I think this 3rd base is gonna go down. Nice disruptor shot getting 4 of those Widow Mines, but he does not save the 3rd. Sumo87 saying go all in. This is not all in. This is cloudM. Wrong team. You're saying he should go all in. Okay, yeah. I think he would probably be able to end the game right now, honestly. Big drop here at the natural. I mean, at the main, sorry. Killing 4 probes. Got a little bit of an army split here. I think he can use these disruptors to kill that tank. But it's not really worth it. He's going to take a lot of damage from the tank and the Liberator. Yeah, upgrades are pretty even right now, 1-to-1 across the board. If you know, I think Digi could have ended the game, but he needs to be wary of letting lightning come back into the game, because his third zone is going to be up now. So if he gets a few good AOE units out and gets a few lucky shots, I think he could definitely come back in this game. It's not over for him by any means. But Digi's army is looking very powerful. Oh, this is kind of a commitment here from Lightning. Needs to hope for some really good disruptor shots. He's used 2 already. What's this? Drop here at the 3rd. There's no units. Okay, never mind. Yeah, with those disruptor shots loaded, you can't be too hasty, because you can't just go stimming in there willy-nilly. You gotta be careful with this. Look, just like that. That was a really nice one. Oh, and his tanks pop out. You're gonna get killed off immediately, I think. Actually, they're not even targeted down. He's gonna recall and get out with, well, some of his army. Overall, not terrible. He didn't get much eco damage done, though. I don't think he lost any SCVs there, or else it would have popped up right here. I mean, overall, he did even up the supply a little bit. It's not as drastically in Digi's favor as it was before. He lost 1 single SCV. Yeah, so not a whole lot of eco damage done there. But it looks like he did even up the army supply a little bit. Not as big of a gap now. The Colossus is out. That's going to be helpful. Oh, here we go. Big engagement here in the main. Yeah, Digi is playing a really solid game here. 2 Liberators in the main. Oh, that is annoying. And another 2 Liberators coming to the 3rd. Gonna be sending out his main army, and oh, looks like he's gonna go for a doom drop into the main base. Why not? I think he has that much of an advantage. He could take that risk. Gonna set up tanks right on the outside of his base. This is gonna be extremely difficult to deal with for Lightning. Absolutely nothing here in the main. This drop is going to have a field day on these buildings and the mineral line. Ooh, gonna blink right on top of the tanks. I don't know about that. I think this may be the beginning of the end as another army comes into the third. Liberator going into the natural. He's attacking on 3 different fronts at this point. Third goes down. Main's going down. And he's down to 1 mining base. Alright, GGWP. Digi takes 2 points on the board for cloudM. They do lead 2-1. And we will be going with our third master player, which is Cybercat. I don't see him. Ah, there he is, sorry. Alright, going back to blue shift. I believe we have a, oh, okay, so a TVZ. Oh, yeah, they had to send out Digi early because of a time constraint. But Digi is playing as one of their GM players. Alrighty, Getting into game number 4, the score is 2-1 in favor of Cosmic Cloud Militia. Alright, spawning in the top right hand corner, the new player coming out of AlphaX, the blue Zerg, his name is Emmanuel Cat. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, currently up 2 points for his team, on his way to an all kill, his name is Digi. Looks like he's gonna go for the barracks into gas again. Man, I love these building skins. I would like to take credit for giving Blizzard the idea for building skins, as I was, I believe, the first person to mention it on Reddit. I made a thread saying, why don't we have building skins? It got upvoted, so I'm claiming credit. I don't care what anyone says. Looks like a pool first from Emmanuel. Couple lings out. Maybe he's gonna try and get a delay on this command center. Going for that 2-1-1 build again that we saw in the first map. Sorry, just messaging someone. Alright, big roach all-in coming in for Digi. Does he look prepared? Yes, because there is a bunker already finished and a tank is about to pop out. He's going to focus down the tank. He's going to lose a lot of units for it, but he's still got a lot of lings, and right now he's just fighting SCVs. Oh, this is looking pretty good for Emmanuel. He is going to be... I think Digi will be able to defend this eventually, but he's lost a lot of SCVs, so... And he has absolutely no units left right now. He just has a few SCVs that's going to go down really quick to these lings. Alright, Digi is going to GG, and that's it for Digi. Emmanuel evens up the score 2-2. Alright, going to be waiting on cloudM to send out their next player. Alright, going back to Cerulean. Alright, so our first ZVP of the night should be interesting, considering I don't play either of those races. I'll try my best. Alright, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, the new player coming out of cloudM, the Teal Protoss. His name is Bonkers. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Zerg, currently up 1 point for the team, AlpX. His name is Emmanuel Cat. Fast pull coming out of Emmanuel. But there is a probe on the way to scout it. Gonna be dropping his hatchery at the 3rd spot since this pylon, this probe here is blocking.
Still no third hatch for Emmanuel. He's actually going sending roaches across the map. But it does get scouted by these adepts, so he knows full well what's going on. He's going to be dropping a second shield battery. Stalker being chrono boosted out. Oh, Sashaman, we should be able to get the affiliate already. I think we're just waiting for it to be accepted or something. But I think we've met all the criteria to become an affiliate. So just maybe by the next time we stream, maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Shield batteries are done here, but he's only got a few units, so he's not going to be doing much DPS here. Oh, he's got a second wall behind the main wall. That's cool. That's really smart. He's got one force field waiting. Okay, there it goes. Oh, he's going to kill that. Oh, he gets the money back. Never mind. Okay, his unit count is starting to dwindle here, and the shield batteries are just about out of energy. There's still a lot of roaches left over. This is starting to look really bad for Bonkers. Gonna recall the stalkers into the main. Only gets out with one though. I think this might be GG. I mean, there's just not enough stuff here. It's only one stalker and a bunch of probes. Okay, two stalkers get warped into the natural. And I think this is GG. So, wow, really nice. Emmanuel Cat taking down one of their GM, actually two of their GMs. Because Digi was playing as a GM as well. So, score is now 3-2 for AlphaX. Oh yeah, technically we won since it's a... wait. No, we haven't yet won yet. Alright, looks like we'll be seeing Parasite for the first time tonight. Oops. Let's see, we've got an M2 Terran player. Alrighty, spawning in the top left-hand corner, the new player coming out of cloudM.
the yellow Terran. His name is Sung Mo. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map, the red Zerg, currently up 2 points for AlphaX. His name is Emmanuel Cat. Ooh, cheeky little proxy going down here. It's kind of far away though. Looks like it's going to be Reapers since he is getting gas. So since it's Reapers, the distance is not too big of a deal. It's a little far away, but Reapers are quite fast, so much faster than Marines. Second barracks going down in the main, so it's going to look kind of like pretty standard. He might not even think about whether there's a proxy or not. First Reaper's on the way. And back home, Emmanuel has gone for a pool first. Oh, and he's going for that Roach rush again. So this is kind of bad news for the Terran. Usually when you go Reapers, you don't want to see Roaches. And I don't think Emmanuel has any idea that this is happening right now, because if he scouted, it would have looked totally normal, and he has not seen that barracks. This Reaper is about the normal timing for a Reaper, so far I don't think he would suspect anything out of the ordinary. Now when he sees the second Reaper, he could start to get worried. But again, he went for Roaches, so he should be fine. Even... Oh, he doesn't see this bunker going up. Oh, yes, he does. Oh, that SCV is so close to dying. Just click on it. You know, in case you guys didn't know, they've actually made a change recently. And I just noticed it. I didn't even hear about it. But before, when you clicked on a constructing SCV, but the building was in the way, the game would select the building. But they changed it now so that you can select the constructing SCV anywhere, even if it's like in the middle of the constructing building. Which is a really nice change, I think. For both players, because if you're harassing a constructing SCV, you'll always click on it. You know? Instead of the building. So that's good for people that are against Terran as well. I hope I explained that correctly. It's kind of difficult to explain, but... Alright, so the rush has been thwarted. It's going back, he's going back home. And he's getting stim back home. He's getting his factory. He's going up to 3 barracks. Bunker at the front. But Emmanuel is starting to drone up back home, so I don't think he's going to go for a big roach bust. He's got a handful of roaches out. Those would be good defensive roaches for now as he drones up. I think he'll probably be dropping a 3rd here shortly. Getting his evolution chambers. Looking like he's going to go into a macro game. Honestly, he doesn't have to go for a big risky push because he probably feels like he's the better player since he is higher MMR than Sungmo. So he probably just wants to play it safe.
Reapers get into the main, they're not going to see anything that they don't already know. Looks like he did get one drone. He's going to get his creep spread started. The third hatch is almost done. Couple tanks out for Sungmo. Alright, drop coming in here at the third base. Looks like he's not going to take too much damage, loses one queen, but that's about it. Perhaps one roach as well. Oh, big drop in the main as well, but I don't think he lost any drones. Gonna get the roach warren, but it looks like he wants to go for a big attack here. Needs to be careful. He's got 3 tanks here. Oh man, losing a lot of roaches. I think he needs some ravagers to bile those down. But meanwhile, back home, this drop is still going ham in the main. Gonna kill the roach warren, gonna kill the pool as well. And another drop coming in at the third. There's absolutely no units at home. He's sending all of his army across the map except for these 5 roaches. He could use that. But let's see. He wants to go for this big attack here. Oh man, all the roaches clumped up. I don't think this is going to be very good at all. I think Sungmo has actually done it. This might be GG here. Wow, Emmanuel. GG's, and Sungmo evens up the score again, 3-3. A very back and forth series we've got here tonight. Hey, Uncommon Gaming, thank you for the raid, man. Welcome everyone from Uncommon Gaming stream. We are in the middle of a clan war right now. Score is even, 3-3. Clan war between AlphaX and cloudM. We'll be sending out our first GM this game since we've gone through all of our master players. Just waiting on Kuna Matata. Alright, a TVT on Kairos Junction. This will be the first time we're seeing Kairos Junction tonight. Alright, spawning in the top left hand corner of the map. Currently up 1 point for cloudM, the blue Terran. His name is Sung Mo. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran, the new player, first GM on the lineup for AlphaX. His name is Kuna Matata. Both players pretty much mirroring each other with the gas first into racks. Double gas, one base build. No starport for Kuna. He's actually opting to get his expansion a little sooner instead of that starport. Whereas Sungmo has gone for the starport. Probably get his expansion right after the starport is done. Two different openings you can go with in TVT. And a reactor on the barracks with a starport. Looks like he's setting up to get his ice micro coming out on top in this engagement. But I wonder, what is he gonna swap the starport onto that reactor? And if so, what for? He definitely does have the gas, perhaps for a double liberator. Okay, never mind. He's gonna go for a Viking and a couple Marines. Back home, we've got Sunmo going for a Liberator and a Cyclone. Scanning the main, doesn't see. I guess that was to make sure there's no cloak banshees on the way. Liberator coming into the main, and so far there's nothing here to defend. Oh wait, sorry, there is a Viking. Looks like he's going to not even try and set up there, as he wouldn't last very long. And he's just gonna fly right on out of there. Oh no, those SCVs are like following this Viking. I wonder if that's on purpose. It must be, because setting some SCVs with this. This should be interesting. He hasn't taken his natural yet. He's only just now taking it, so really Kuna Matata doesn't really have to do much damage here. He is already ahead. Look at this Y, 45 to 75. There is a tank in a very good position here on the high ground. But with proper micro, Kuna Matata can take that out without losing too much. This is a really annoying push to deal with when you're a Terran. You just kind of slowly die. These Vikings are going to be taken out immediately. And there's a Liberator here as well. I think Sumo is just going to end up having a GG. Usually what I like to do is try and do it drop, but he doesn't have any medevacs, so Liberator going to be sieging up on this tank. And right now, Sumo is down to 0 tanks. Does he have stim? I don't think he even has stim. Alright, he's gonna pull the boys. This is his last ditch effort, but all of the Marines are down. Now he's just fighting with SCVs. GG, Kuna Matata takes the lead for AlphaX 4-3. Alright, so AlphaX is on match point. That means cloudM is going to be sending out their ace player, which I believe is Sonos or something? Asuna. Is what he told me. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to work out some stuffs. Okay. Alright, match point for AlphaX. Spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the purple Protoss, the new player coming out of cloudM. His name is Cheesy Toss, believed to be Asuna, also known as Asuna. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, currently up 1 point for AlphaX, the red Terran. His name is Kuna Matata. Reaper Expand coming out of Kuna Matata. Cheesy Toss with the Cyber Core first and then expansion. Nice, getting the constructing SCV is going to be able to delay that command center from going up. Losing one of those Reapers. Looks like he's going to go try and get some Cyclones out. Swapping the tech lab onto the factory. Actually lose this depot if he's not careful. Cyclone's gonna pop out, and that should be the end of this harassment, but he has delayed that command center by a whole lot. Be careful, that Cyclone is pretty squishy. One more shot and that Cyclone will go down. He needs to repair that. Alright, the depot does go down. Adding 3 gateways and getting Blink. Looks like he's going to be going for a heavy stalker play. Alright, so he does have Blink. He's going to be able to micro here, but he actually does lose one Stalker. Going up to his third Nexus. Back home, we've got 3 more gateways on the way, so he's going up to 6 gates. He's dropping a Forge as well. He's got his Robo, Chrono Boosting an Observer. Back home for Kuna Matata, he's going full bio. He's got 3 barracks, getting his reactor starport. He's got +1 weapons on the way. Here we go. Some decent Blink micro so far. Losing 1 Stalker though. Let's see, adding a couple more gates. Could he be going for like a big gateway war all in? I think so. He's probably gonna go for a big gateway all in as soon as Kuna Matata tries to take a third. There's not even a command center in his main base, so his third is looking a little late right now. But he is dotting all his I's and crossing all his T's. He's got his getting his upgrades. He's got a turret for detection. He's sending out some SCVs. Yeah, this is looking pretty all in. Now it's not that many SCVs. I wouldn't call it an all in, but because looks like he has the potential to do a lot of damage, and if this attack doesn't win the game, I wouldn't say he's necessarily lost. I would say he's probably in a bad position. Okay, so yeah, Kuna Matata's entire army is going to go down just by trading with Zealots. So not looking good. Kuna Matata is going to GG. And Cheesy Toss, aka Asuna, has tied up the series 4-4. It's match point all around, and it's time to bring out the big boy, Truth, our ace player for tonight. Sis Kuna lost last game, but not before getting a point for AlphaX, so he did win a game. Alright, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, the new player coming out of AlphaX, the ace player, the Teal Terran, his name is Truth. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the player currently up 1 point for cloudM, the ace player. His name is Cheesy Toss, aka Asuna. Proxy gateway, what's going on here? And we've got a gateway back home too, so it looks like he's going to be going for like heavy early gateway pressure with zealots and stalkers, which can be very annoying. Especially if you drop your command center on the low ground. Like he has done. And he hasn't scouted across the map either. So this is kind of a risky way to put your command center on the low ground. Usually, if I don't scout, I'll always put my command center in base. If I do scout and I don't see they expand, then I also will put the command center in the main base. The only time I put it down on the low ground is if I see my opponent has also expanded. Stalker's already here. He's got to be wondering, like, seems like a very fast stalker. Building a reactor. This is looking really bad for Truth. Oh, it's a tech lab, sorry. So he will be able to get a Marauder out, which will be very helpful. There it is. And he's getting concussive shells as well. So if he can get that stuff out, he will be looking pretty okay against this. Need to be building depots in the back of your base, though. There goes the Marauder, but it can get targeted down. Needs to be careful not to... Oh, nice, though. Ends up getting one stalker. Alright, so Cheesy Toss takes the series 5-4. GG's to cloudM. They do win the clan war.
I want to thank all the viewers for coming out tonight and supporting the team. Let me go ahead and plug our next event. It's gonna be on Thursday. So we've got a couple days without too much. Maybe I'll try and get a clan war or something going. Who knows? But the next event is going to be Thursday. We have a pro series between Clem and Bly for $100+ prize pool. That's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern. And yep. All right. I'll see you guys then. That'll be it for this stream, guys. Again, thank you, and see you next time. Bye bye.